Look, like this, and put dirt on it.
No.
Yeah.
At the top?
Uh-huh.
No,
Why?
Careful.
It's glass protecting the camera.
Yeah,
There's
but
a thing over it.
yeah, but here, no. See it? You gotta go dark over here.
Should I do it?
I'll just that.
I'll do it anyway.
You sure?
Nah, I'm not doing it. Maybe ruin it.
Welcome back, YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed the last video on irrigation and how important that is to us. If you didn't watch that video, go back into our channel and look up how we water all our crops. So today we're laying plastic, and we lay plastic for a couple reasons. One, primarily being weed suppression. We're very limited in what we can do in the produce world of how to get rid of weeds. We can cultivate them, that's time consuming, but basically what we've chosen to do is laying plastic. And there's all different forms of plastic that you can lay. You can just lay regular black plastic. There's all different kinds of colors of plastic. Some have benefits of yield increase. There's white plastic, which keeps the crops cool, like lettuce. We basically use black plastic, and that really suppresses the weeds. I will show you later in the video some crops that we already planted, some pepper plants on plastic. But basically, I will show you the machine that we use to lay plastic and how it buries the plastic, and a drip line. In that previous video that I told you guys to go back and look at, it lays a drip line as well, and that's how we water all our crops. So follow along as we lay some plastic for about 12,000 tomato plants today. Ready to roll, Carlos? Oh, hey, I forgot one thing. It's this guy's birthday. Chaffee, look here. It's his birthday today. How old, Carlos? Chaffee, how old are you?
28.
28. Crazy guy's working on his birthday. I told him he could have a day off, but he wants to work. So anyway, this is the next row. We just came up this row right here. We just came up this row. And basically he holds the plastic down and the drip line till it gets started. And as you can see, there's a roll of plastic up top there. There's the roll of drip line right there. It's feeding that drip line in and laying the plastic and making a raised bed. And then these discs in the back here, they cover the plastic. They cover the plastic with dirt, as you can see. So as you can see, that machine does a really good job. It's a pretty old machine. We've just had it for years. There are newer ones out that maybe do a little bit straighter of a line here. There's some hydraulics on that machine that adjust all that stuff. But as you can see, it's pretty straight. But again, the reason we do that is for two things. This is a raised bed system. As you can see how high it is. It's about 8 inches high, and that helps us manage the water. crops, there are certain crops that like a lot of water, and there's certain crops that don't need a lot of water. So that helps us manage that water by raising the bed so we can get some drainage on those crops that don't like the water. So as you can see here, we lay our plastic in sections of 6, and it starts right here and goes 6 lines, and then we have a driveway, and that's for our tractor, elevators, that when the guys are possibly picking zucchini, there's elevators that'll come across here about 4 or 5 rows, and they can walk down through, put the stuff on the elevators, and it takes it into this driveway where we can load it on the wagons. The next video released will be of planting on the plastic and how we do that. But I'll show you right here, guys. We planted some peppers the other day, and you can see all in through here, there'll be no weeds. We may get a weed or two that come up through here, but once this plant grows a little bit, it'll shade that out. But there's a machine that comes down through here, punches these holes in, fills that with water, and then these are plugs, just like you would buy at your local garden center. And then we kind of mud them in, and you can kind of see the base of that plant, how that looks. Plastic culture has really helped us manage the weeds, and that is the main reason that we use plastic culture. And number 2 is being able to manage our water. Like the previous video before, we take water really serious. It's a scarce commodity to us. We're very fortunate that we have a creek. After we plant those plants, we let them go for a couple days, and then we will start the irrigation process and the micronutrients, the fertilizer, so forth and so on. You can see here we watered these crops the other day. There's how wet it is. Here's this drip line that basically is buried underneath there that you saw in the video, that we pump all our water that way through those drip lines. But again, here's the sections. Oh, one other thing, you can kind of see some of the weeds coming already. You can see these little bit of weeds. We'll rip this dirt up again, but I don't know if you can also see, if that camera focuses there, some of these little red and white, that's actually fertilizer that we put down the other day. On this field in the fall, we ripped this whole field up. It's about 3 acres. We ripped this whole field up, and in the fall, we spread chicken manure, and then we worked that chicken manure in. We need 90 to 120 days for the food safety of that, to put any type of manure down. 90 or 120 days, depending on which manure it is here in Pennsylvania. But we also added fertilizer to this field. Plants need a lot of nutrition, just like we do. It's very important. The healthier that plant is, the less that we have to take care of that plant. So as much food, nutrients that we can give that plant, the better. And the less protection, spray materials, copper, oxidate, a bunch of those materials that we put on to protect our crops. And we are not organic, but we do use a lot of organic sprays, or organic labeled sprays. We use a lot of copper, we use a lot of oxidate, which are all classified organic. So the healthier that we can keep the soil and food and nutrition, the healthier we can keep the soil and nutrition supplied to that plant, the healthier that plant is, and it actually protects itself. So that was those little pebbles, little granulars that we seen there. But we also soil sample our soil, and an agronomist or the nutritionalist of the soil tells us what we need for the specific crops. So that's basically how we lay plastic, guys. I'll show you a little bit more footage as they're coming up. As you can see them, they're coming up back there. But yeah, that's how we will manage about 10 or 12,000 tomato plants in this section. I'll take you up here real quick. You guys seen that in the very first intro video that we did. Here is the strawberry machines right up here. You'll see a lot of videos with this thing coming up in the next week or two. Some of you might wonder, I don't know if you guys can see this tape here. That is called flicker tape. As dry as it has been, and we are extremely dry right now. I mean, you can see this dirt here. I mean, it's just really, really dusty. It's kind of a double-edged sword, or a catch-22. I like it dry because there's less insect pressure and disease pressure, but we also farm other crops. My dad farms corn and soybeans, so we need the rain for that. But in the strawberry and fruit world, when it's very, very dry, those things that you hear in the background, birds, they don't have anywhere to get their water. So they're really hitting our strawberries right now because the strawberries are full of water. So we put this, it's called flicker tape. It's red on one side, and you can see it kind of scares the birds away. But I'll just show you this real quick, give you a little teaser. You guys can see what's coming. It's always nice to start harvesting some crops. So we're very, very blessed this year. We have an extremely heavy set of strawberries, so we're looking forward to that. You can just see how big some of these strawberries are. You see how big that one is. That one is, we're still got a lot of flowers. So there's actually a red one. But you guys haven't seen the strawberry field in a while, so I just figured I'd show it to you. Again, Field to Food family, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, share this video, subscribe, like, comment. If there's anything that you guys want to know in the produce world, what we do, comment below. That really helps us create more content. Like always, I always say this at the end of the video, just always remember, back there, that it's 76 and sunny somewhere. Hope you guys enjoyed.